You're listening to Living Podcariously, bringing you real men's perspectives, unfiltered, unapologetic, and uncensored. Recorded live in the Living Podcariously studio in world-famous Cocoa Beach, Florida.
Welcome to Living Podcariously for another installation of this cast in this studio, coming to you live from Cocoa Beach, Florida. My name is Adam. I'm one of your hosts, and sitting over to my right is my boy Tack.
Hey, I'm Tack. I'm over to the right. I don't know.
And as always, our in-studio girl is Andrea.
Hi, guys. How are you doing tonight?
I can't complain. I got a good view over here tonight.
Oh, yeah?
I'm just saying.
I love giving you a good view.
Yes, you do.
And
our in-studio mascot, Little Oliver. He's chilling in studio with us as well.
He's about ready to go to sleep.
Hey, Tack, before we get started, I wanted to bring up something real quick. Yeah. So we've got listeners I think we're in 48 states now, and then we're in 38 countries, so we're getting out there pretty good. Word is getting out. It's a homegrown podcast, so we're getting out there pretty well.
That's cool.
Well, two of our listeners live, well, more than two, but two specific listeners live out in Las Vegas. Right along the strip. I don't know exactly where it is. I've talked to them in the past, but this, I wanted to touch base for these guys real quick. Carrie MacLeod is the guy's name, is the husband's name. His wife's name, Melina. Carrie, I'm throwing a shot out there for him for a GoFundMe. Carrie is currently hospitalized as we're recording this.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he was put in the hospital with what would normally be considered a pretty typical procedure, an appendectomy. So appendix rupture, whatever.
Okay.
Well, that quickly escalated into something a little bit more serious. I won't get into too many of the details, but he needs some of our help. So them being good, loyal listeners and personal friends of mine, I figured I'd throw out the GoFundMe. So the GoFundMe is gofundme.com/ and yes, this is kind of a numerical, it's not a name or anything, 26R9TQC.
26R9QTC.
No, close. It's gofundme.com / 26R9TQC. Now, what we'll do is we'll put a link to that in the show notes for you guys to go take a look at it.
Yeah.
Carrie had, his appendix had ruptured and, had really fucked up some of the other organs in his body. And when the docs went in to take out his appendix, they noticed all this other damage and just essentially had to do some life-saving, surgery on him.
Oh, wow.
What normally would be an overnight stay for an appendectomy turned into about a week stay for him in the hospital. So he's got some medical bills.
Wow.
This isn't one of those GoFundMes that are trying to rack up tons and tons and tons of money. This is actually a really affordable goal. So, and there are already a pretty good ways to reaching that goal. But if any of our listeners could help out, I'm certainly going to help. But if any of our listeners can help out, that would be greatly appreciated and allows us to show a little bit of love back to our listeners, when we can.
Of course, definitely.
So Carrie and Alina, we're thinking about you guys. Sorry
yes, you're in my prayers.
Sorry that you're going through that. Okay, so not to start off the show on a sad note, Carrie's okay. He's going to be fine. It's just now he's got some medical bills to deal with.
Right, gotcha. That's good.
So back to reality. Tack, last weekend was Memorial Day. Did you do anything fun?
For Memorial Day specifically?
Well, I guess for the whole weekend.
For the weekend?
Did you have it off, or were you working that day?
I did have it off, but that was just purely coincidental.
Oh, really?
Sort of. Well, I normally have Mondays off anyway, so. But first of all, what I'd like to say, I'm glad you're bringing up Memorial Day because a lot of people get Memorial Day confused with Veterans Day or
Labor Day or
whatever.
Just getting the day off of work.
Yeah, I mean, I think people enjoy the day off, but they don't really celebrate it the way it should be celebrated. It's not always about barbecues.
What? You're not supposed to drink beer and have barbecues and get drunk?
That's the way they would have wanted it.
But I prefer, and I always tell my kids this, Memorial Day is very important. It's for, to honor those who had died during war, for fighting for this country and things like that. And I think it's a huge deal. And not just men and women service. There was also war dogs. There was war horses.
You just touched the heart of one of our other listeners named Trey, by the way, when you said that, because he used to be in service and he was a dog. I don't know if it's considered a dog trainer, but he was one of the guys that were in the field with the animals. He was a canine guy in the field.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. If you ever go over to the memorial, it's over there by the Merritt Island Mall. You ever go over there?
You mean where the helicopters are up on the...
Yeah.
I know where it is. I've never been there, though.
Holy crap, you haven't been there?
No,
I've
never been
like
there.
a billion times. I love it over there. It's really tiny and small, but it's really neat. But they have like a whole memorial just for the K-9s, too, for like World War II. It's really awesome.
That's cool.
That's cool.
It is cool. And I'm a huge patriot and a lot of military in my family.
Well, you're
I
also...
was military
I was going to say,
myself.
you're a veteran, so... yeah.
Right. And which I'm not taking part. A Memorial Day is not for me. It's for those who died and passed away, like in time of war and stuff like that.
Yep.
So,
And
shout
one
out
more,
goes to all those people.
and I know it's a lesser... some people consider it a lesser honor, but there are those that are military contractors. Granted, they are civilians.
Mm-hmm.
They're not enlisted, but they're doing the same types of things, the same types of service out there as well.
That's a good point. Yeah, it's a good point.
Shit,
Never
I
even
was-
thought about that. It's good. Yeah.
I was in Iraq for 2 years as a military contractor. Yes, it was, non-military. We were out there as private citizens working for the government, but yeah, those guys need some love too. And gals. Those gals need some love too.
Indeed.
All right, Tack.
But yes, I was off for Memorial Day. Yeah, sorry.
Did you do anything fun?
On specific more just for the weekend?
Well, for the weekend. Did you have your kids
I
or?
did. I went to MegaCon.
Oh yeah, we're going to talk about that later. Yes. That
I
I
don't know
want
if
your.
that's what you're shooting for.
No,
or
I
what?
didn't even think about that. I didn't put two and two
Okay.
together there. I want your complete review on that little bit.
Okay,
there.
we'll talk about that later in the show.
All right, cool. Did you have
But
your
as
kids
far
at
as-
all?
I just had my son. Well, I went to MegaCon on Saturday. Two of my daughters and their mother were both. All three of them were working MegaCon event. So,
Really?
which means my son would have to be home alone. So I picked my son up and then I took him to MegaCon. And then when his mom got done around 2:30ish, then she just took him.
Oh, that's
home with
cool.
her. So yeah. As far as that, and then I did like a little other project. Saturday night I had like this film project that I did, but I don't
You
know
don't
if
want to
you're.
expand on that here?
Yeah, I can.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if you're looking for something. Or,
Oh, no, not anything
or
in
you're
particular.
just asking a general question.
Just general. Yeah, just
What'd
general.
you do over the weekend? Okay, because I had a very eventful, busy weekend. So
Tack does. So some of our listeners may know this from conversations in the past, but Tack does. He's not just a podcaster. He does video, directing, photography,
filmmaker, is what
Filmmaker? Is that a
term
good-
I use? Yeah.
Yeah, and some of the stuff he's done is really pretty cool. And he's working on a special project now, which when he's ready to release all the details, we'll obviously
I'm not
plug
going
the
to give
hell out
any
of it.
details yet. I mean,
Right.
I'm going to give some detail, but I'm not going to say what it is and
Where to go find it, yeah.
Right. But yeah, right now I'm working on. It's actually a buddy's project. It's his baby or whatever the term is. I don't know.
Baby's fine.
Anyway, a buddy, he wants to do a series of horror shorts. Not to be
I won't do
confused
it
with
again.
horse shorts or horse shorts. But
Is that like what LeBron James wears? No, sorry.
horse shorts.
Come on, you see it.
I gotcha. Anyway, it's a series of horror shorts. Okay, I already said that like 20 times. Anywhere from 30 seconds up to say 5 minutes an episode.
Cool.
They're all different, and they're going to be numbered. And if you watch them all in order, they do tell a story. But some of them have like no dialogue in it at all. Some of them is just all visual stuff. We're just now getting into dialogue and introducing more characters.
You have the perfect structure, no dialogue, a lot of visuals. You're shooting a porn, aren't you? I see what you're doing here.
Right.
I'm onto you. No, I'm just yanking your chain. That's so Andrea and I watched a couple previews of those and
Yeah.
and it's pretty badass. You
I'm
guys
the
have some
biggest
talent.
fan.
Say again?
I'm your biggest fan.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, you guys have some talent for sure.
Yeah, this next one I'm really excited about. It's going to have a lot more detail in it, and there's some creature effects. There's also some visual effects that are going to be in it. You already saw one visual effect already in one of the episodes.
Is there any spot in this where there's a giant tornado full of sharks?
No, wait.
No, just horses.
Horses. The horses that wear shorts.
So horse-nado.
Horse shorts.
Got it. No, that's cool. When you do drop that public, then obviously let us know.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah, this is completely in my buddy's vision. I'm just going with it. And
Okay.
then we brought on another guy to help, Jimmy.
yeah.
You know Jimmy. Jimmy came out and also was helping with the last shoot we did over the weekend. And it's good to have him on board too, because before it was just me and my buddy.
My buddy
and me.
Come on, I had to.
Kid sister.
Kid
Kid sister.
Kid sister and me. Okay. But it was difficult actually, like the logistics of shooting, because you have to see there was times where, because I'm in it, like I didn't even know I was going to be in it when I agreed to do this project.
Yeah, you are kind of the star, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm like the only one in it so far.
We better warm up to Tack now before he becomes too rich and famous for us lowly podcasters.
No, I'm gonna get in and be in his horns.
Sweet.
Oh, sweet. But Eric was like having to run camera and hold the boom mic under his arm and like shoot it all.
Oh, Eric was the other guy helping?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, sweet.
I didn't really mean to.
I so want to get Eric back in studio in here.
No, he definitely is. Once the summer goes, because he's definitely going to be on the Twisted 10. That's for 100%
Sweet.
Sure. And of course, he'll just be here and just stay and do both shows.
Perfect.
But anyway, it's his vision. It's Eric's vision. He's been on the show before, but since the reboot, though?
I think we lost it on the...
Yeah. So, well, you guys will meet Eric eventually one day. And, yeah. So, that's, we just did another episode of that. So, once we get that more laid out and ready to, like, shoot out, what's the word I'm looking for?
Shoot?
No, not shoot. Ready to release to the public, I guess. Release.
I like how you did. Release.
Release. Then I will talk about it again and then throw it out there. So, yeah.
Oh, very cool. Andrea and I, so Andrea did hair. You styled some wedding girls' hair, right? The brides and bridesmaids.
Well, that was on Sunday. Yep. I spent from 9 to 4 on my day off doing bridal hair, which is fine with me because it's my favorite thing to do. So I got to be fairy godmother all day. They actually invited me to the wedding, and Hot Pink played at the wedding. Totally could have gone, but I didn't have anyone to go with me.
You didn't have a +1?
Tack would have gone with you.
To a wedding?
+1. No, that Hot Pink was playing at.
What the hell is that?
Hot Pink?
The band.
Hot Pink?
The band Hot Pink.
Not familiar with
hang
that.
on. Yes, you absolutely know the song.
Oh, okay.
Hang on.
So why didn't you go?
Because I didn't have someone to go with me.
She's hinting at me,
Let
Tack.
me check my phone to see if I had any.
I don't have your number.
Yes, we exchanged numbers, didn't we?
No.
Get her number. Get her number, dude. Get her number.
Bull hockey.
You got my number, but I didn't get yours. Well, besides all that, Memorial Day weekend is also always my daughter's birthday weekend. So she always misses out on parties because everyone's out of town and no one can come to her parties. So we did have a little family get together here, and lo and behold, Adam got to meet my sister.
I did. She exists, Tack.
Back it up, back it up,
Yep.
back it up. Okay, so you had your daughter's birthday weekend?
Yes.
And she's 11 now?
She's 11 now.
That's great.
And her aunt Kaka, her name is Erica. She calls her Kaka.
It's funny, my kid's mom's friend was named Jessica, but they used to call her Kaka.
Really?
Kaka.
Oh, Erica would love to hear that because everyone made fun of her. Why do you let her? And she always called her Kaka.
Yeah, she was Kaka. Jessica Kaka.
But she does exist, Tack. So I have finally met her
so
6
anyway.
months later.
So, what is her name? I always hear your
Erica.
sister. Erica?
Yep.
Erica
Oh, you just said that
Dawn.
like a million times.
Yeah.
Her name is Erica Dawn.
She's so I know she's shy, but she was a sweetheart. She was very warm and very friendly, talkative. It was fine.
Yeah.
Andrea's mom and her mom's boyfriend were over here too, and so it was a fun little gathering. Alyssa had a little girl over here, a friend of hers, for the party as well, and it was pretty cool. We had a
It's
good
fun.
time.
I got out my old Girl Talk game from the 80s.
Oh,
And they were
nice.
playing Girl Talk, and it says in there you have to prank call. And Adam's like, no prank calling. And I was like, no, I'll get my friends. So I text some of my friends and said the girls might be calling them. And they text my friend Jeremy and told him that his pizza was going to be late. And he actually said that him and his boyfriend were on their way to pick up a pizza when they prank called him and said his pizza was running
How
late.
ironic. The prank calling is now a misdemeanor. I don't know if you know that or not.
So my 11-year-old would have had her first misdemeanor,
Nice.
raising her right.
Raising her right.
But we did it. We did. I mean, it was Memorial Day weekend, so we had to do something in the sun and in the water. So we hopped in the pool out back.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, let me
we broke
look
it in.
I don't think hold on.
Would you have come over for
wrong
that?
with your phone.
You wouldn't have come over. You
Because
never
I
come
didn't-
over to my house unless it's a podcast. I don't want to hear it.
What are you talking about? I came over the other night last week for no reason.
I don't remember.
Where was
yeah.
I?
I was here almost like 3 days in a row.
Oh
Where
yeah,
was
that's a
I?
good point. He was over here just to chill.
You were here.
I was?
Well, hey, this weekend coming up, by the way, she's going to be in a show over in Orlando, and I got no plans. No kids, no plans, no nothing. So
show in Orlando.
Oh, no, the hair show. The Orlando Premier International Hair Show.
Can we back up again to your sister?
Erica.
So, okay, so she's real.
2 years younger than Andrea. Looks pretty much the same, sort of, with blonde hair.
Okay. That's good because I don't be dating no redheads. I'm just saying.
And her attire was right up your alley, Tack. She was wearing yoga pants over here. So right up your alley.
She loves some yoga pants.
Nice.
Yes, and she does have the Bircham booty.
The what?
Bircham booty.
Bircham?
Bubble butt.
Is that your last name?
It's my maiden name, yeah, Bircham.
Oh,
we call it the Bircham booty.
Gotcha.
We got to introduce Tack to her. You need to have her over here on one of the podcasts so she can sit in and listen.
What was she like? I mean, did you...
No, she was a sweet girl.
You've already had your opportunity, and then you've been keeping her to yourself.
She was a sweet girl. I did name drop you a little bit. Not like, oh, you need to meet my boy Tack. I wasn't obnoxious, but I did bring up your name, I think, twice regarding, because they saw the studio and asked about it. So I was like, well, my boy Tack sits there. He's wealthy. He drives like a Lamborghini. You know,
don't lie, Lord.
But no, she was a sweet girl.
But she does want children.
She doesn't have any?
Nope.
She's...
Don't forget,
33.
you told us stories about you with another girl that you missed out on, like the one that got away.
Right,
you should have had kids with her and should have married her. But
well, it wasn't I should have had kids with her. I shouldn't have let her go and then,
right,
kind of a thing. But
no, she's 33.
Here's your new opportunity to succeed there, Tack. But anyway, all right, we'll move on. We'll come back to Andrea's sister later.
I'll talk to you later about that.
Did you guys see this video? I wanted to bring this up because I wanted your guys' opinions. I haven't really talked to Andrea about this personally yet, so I wanted to get your guys' opinions on this. Have you guys seen the video of this little 3-year-old boy that fell into the gorilla cage in Cincinnati or something?
Yeah, well, I watched part of the video. I was too scared to watch the rest of it.
Yeah, I didn't watch it either.
I heard he was gunned down, so...
Well, not the boy.
Fuck the boy. I don't care.
Kill the kid. Gorilla. He's going to mess up the gorilla's appetite. Shoot him.
It was just his birthday, too.
What, the gorilla?
Yes.
Yeah.
On Friday was his birthday.
So here's the story. So the kid, there was no neglect by the parent. All right. 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds. Well, so this is what onlookers.
A lot of people are saying this.
Right. Onlookers that witnessed it said, the mom wasn't neglectful. The kid just slipped out and there was no real protective railing for a small child that's young other than one little bar. So the kid, guess what? The kid hopped the bar and fell in the damn pit. So,
which, by the way, this is not the first time this has happened.
Right. Correct.
Not at the specific zoo, but I've seen other videos where a similar situation, boy falls in the gorilla pit.
Yep.
Once again, but this time the gorilla is very nurturing towards the child.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that's the question that I've got. So the actions that were taken by the officials there, I don't know if it was the police or if it was the actual zookeepers themselves. This gorilla was in there for 4 or 5 minutes with this kid. Yeah. And yes, you're right. It was showing what could be perceived as nurturing behavior.
Well, we can't talk about the original from years ago.
Oh, well, no, this one too.
This one, it seemed to, I could see their concern because I only saw a few minutes, not even a few minutes.
Yeah, I didn't watch all of it
60 seconds maybe of this video. And it looked a little aggressive just by the way it was kind of dragging the boy like through the water.
There was, so you've got PETA, of course, on one side.
Who is PETA?
People for the Ethnic Treatment of... Okay.
People eating tasty animals.
It's a name, that sounds like Peter, but you're like, who's PETA? Anyway, sorry.
On the other side of that argument, you've got the, people that are for protecting the human rights in this situation. You have what a lot of the public are doing is seriously anthropomorphizing this damn gorilla. And that's attaching human traits to a gorilla. Yes, they do portray, nurturing behaviors and they can be gentle and calm, but you're also not going to see a human being with the strength to, delimb somebody without even thinking twice about it. So these animals are literally wild animals that, can really seriously hurt and kill full-size grown people as opposed to just this little kid.
Even if it's accidental as well.
You're correct.
Well, one of the onlookers was saying that she told CNN that she was overheard the boy talking to his mother and said that he was saying he wanted to go get in the water. The mom was ignoring him as he was saying he wanted to go get into the water.
Yeah, see, I missed that. I didn't read that.
Kimberly Ann Perkins O'Connor said that.
O'Connor. Kimberly Ann Perkins O'Connor. I can't do it. You do it, Tack. Irish.
Oh, Kimberly Ann Perkins O'Connor.
What do we have here? I can't do it.
What do we have here?
I can't do
Oh,
it.
top of the morning to you know.
You redheads
So
and
she
your ability.
wasn't paying attention, and then he decided to go get in the water, and they said the barrier was all safe, everything was there, but it's just like a locked car that a burglar can get into a locked car. So this little boy found his way in because he wanted to get in the water.
Yeah,
and
there's
his mom
no
didn't say no.
neglectful parenting going on there.
He's like, I'll slip through. He's a tiny little kid. He's going to find a hole to get in the water if he wants to get in the water.
So the question isn't, is the mom neglectful here? The question is, should the zookeepers or police, whoever it was, shoot and kill the gorilla? What do you guys think?
Or maybe the zoo should have a little tighter railing
Agreed.
systems here.
We have to put that behind us, though, because the real question here that's up for debate is, was the actions taken too far with murdering of
Was
this
it-
animal?
But
Was
if
the
you're
gun
going to the
jumped,
zoo with your
literally?
kids, you got to keep an eye on them anywhere. I mean,
Right.
you can't just let your kids wander
Yeah, but
off
this
and
has
think
nothing.
it's safe.
The argument's not about that, though. And
Yeah,
I respect your perspective, but the argument is, or the question is, was the zoo in the right to shoot that gorilla?
Did they jump the gun, so to speak?
Jump the shark. I see what you're doing there.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, didn't they have any kind of like tranquilizers?
Well, so okay, there you go. There's a great question that's been posed a lot. A tranquilizer doesn't immediately sedate an animal,
Right.
Like a lot of
Takes a
people see
little
on Star
time.
Trek. You don't just zip and then boom, you fall over. No, it has to get through the blood system. So you've got a good maybe 15 count before that animal is down. And a gorilla as big as that motherfucker,
Take
that thing
2
was
minutes.
huge.
It could take 2 to 4 minutes.
Yeah, if you shoot something and you hurt, because that's not going to be a simple little mosquito
Right,
bite.
it could
That's
just
going to
piss 'em
hurt.
off, so-
Exactly. And now you've pissed off this giant behemoth of an animal. Then what do you do?
If I was a mom, I'd be jumping in there for my kid.
What is that going to solve?
If gorilla will get me and they can get the kid out.
No, that might disturb it even more. You can like make the gorilla very aggressive.
Then he'll go after me and someone can come get the kid.
Otherwise, maybe he
Kidnapped.
wouldn't do anything except like the other gorilla with the little boy. Gorilla actually took the boy, put him where the people enter in, and laid him down and stepped away. So that's what happened in the original video years ago.
Mm-hmm. Well, in the beginning, he was sitting there just checking out the boy. The boy's laying in the water, and he like picks him up before he
And just
takes
starts
him.
dragging him around.
That was beforehand.
I was like, whoa.
How about the one? How about the there's no video of this, but how about the story about the owner of the chimpanzee that grew up to be adult aged, and this woman had been feeding this chimpanzee, and this is Oprah even interviewed this woman. She was feeding this chimpanzee wine every day and her prescription Xanax. So this chimpanzee was on this, and then all of a sudden this woman cut this chimpanzee off of those drugs and alcohol, and the chimp just started losing it. It ripped off her face, like her entire jaw, all of her lips,
Is that the
gouged her
woman
eyes
that
out.
got her face fucking
Yes.
chewed off?
She
Yeah.
was abusing the animal.
Agreed. And there are some people that would say keeping an animal in captivity is an abuse. So that's a fine line. Yes, I get prescription drugs and alcohol is a little bit more of an extreme. However, you cannot, humans have the ability to interpret right from wrong. A human would know better than to rip somebody's face off or maul somebody.
Would they? Because there are a lot of humans that do that. That's why we have
I don't know.
prisons.
So my opinion in this situation is they shouldn't have waited for minutes to shoot that animal.
I think, yes, they should have because they needed to save the child's life. But I also think that there should be something should be done about the parents who weren't paying attention to it, why the gorilla lost his life.
And something should be done about the enclosure.
Exactly correct.
If you leave a kid in a locked car, you get punished for it. If you just let your kid wander into a gorilla cage, nothing gets done. I mean,
You have to prove neglect
it's
there.
neglect.
What in hypothetical here, and I don't like arguing hypotheticals, but what if the mom had fainted and the kid just ran away? You know what I mean? The kid didn't know what to do, and then
In
he stumbled in.
this certain circumstance, the mom had not fainted.
Yeah, agreed.
The mom was
That's why I hate
there.
arguing hypotheticals. Yes, I agree.
In this particular situation,
Well, we don't know the specific. Well, maybe we do know the specific. I don't know the specific.
my hands would be on my 4-year-old kid if I'm at the zoo.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, I hear you.
They make leashes if need be, if your kids are that wild.
Talk about the most, what's the word I'm
Personally,
looking
I've
for?
never had a leash because my kid stays right by me to this day.
Right.
She holds my hand everywhere
I
we
keep
go.
my eyes constantly on.
She
my little
never
ones,
would have
yeah.
went into a cage like that, and I never would have let her even try.
Right. So
That's
I
neglect
think
on their part.
there's going to be new things go into effect here from this whole incident. I think absolutely.
No more kids at
enclosures-
zoos.
No more kids at zoos. That's
None.
it.
Not with neglectful parents.
No. They're definitely going to have to fix the enclosures and make everything fail safe because this is open to the public. Okay. This isn't like special VIPs that come in with tour guides. This is the public. There has to be fail safe ways for, like, a child shouldn't be able to just like wander off and fall into a gorilla pit. I mean, there's no like, I can't even think of a metaphor worse than that. You know, you can't even think of a metaphor, like that in itself is a metaphor.
Get your dick stuck in a shark.
Yeah. So you have to make it fail safe. Like, there's no way that should ever happen. Like,
just like the lions. It's a big, huge glass thing. There's not an opening or any way you can get to the lions in a zoo.
Right. But
I thought you were talking about the lines, how long you have to wait for rides. I hate those. Those things suck.
That's worse than the gorillas.
Yeah, that is worse than the gorillas. All right,
that would make me jump into a gorilla pit.
I'm pro shooting that fucking monkey right in the head just to get that kid.
That's
it sounds like racist the way you say it. Sorry.
Did it?
That was really bad.
I didn't come off racist. That wasn't my intent. Is that what it said? Is that what it sounded like?
That was
all right, so
horrible.
Let me
it just sounded
like I just lost a little respect there.
The other thing missing is you're throwing the word dirty right in front of it. I'd shoot that dirty fucking monkey.
That gorilla did nothing but live his life.
I don't have an ounce of racism.
It's not his fault.
I don't have an ounce of racism in there. It had nothing to do with that.
Not his
agreed. It's not his fault, but you cannot reason with that monkey
but you can't
or gorilla,
call him
whatever.
Something bad.
I didn't call him anything bad.
He said he'd just shoot him in the face.
But just shoot him. Kill him immediately. I'm all for doing that. In fact,
I mean, we can sit here and speculate and argue and all that kind of shit. And, you're saying neglectful parents. You're saying I'd shoot him in the face. Other people are like, why would they do that to that poor gorilla who is very innocent? However, that's not your kid in the gorilla pit.
Right.
If it's your kid in the gorilla pit.
My kid wouldn't be in the gorilla pit.
Right. But if your kid had somehow fallen into the gorilla pit, you would fucking find a gun somewhere and shoot
I
the
do
gorilla.
believe, yes, that should have happened.
And I don't believe in that kind of thing either. I'm the same way. But once again, it's easy to say when it's not your child.
Yeah, well, I do believe that is what should have happened. That I'm not disagreeing with that because they needed to save the kid.
Right,
I'm just going to stay quiet.
I thought of things like this before too. Do you guys remember the video over in whatever country where that guy?
I'm not saying anything about other countries because I don't want to be perceived racist over here. That's not my intent.
I'm just messing with you, but keep it in. It's funny. But,
monkey race.
Remember that one video of the guy falling into the lion pit or whatever?
That was the biblical story, right?
Huh?
He made it fine.
No.
Daniel and the lions did?
Not that Bible story. Do you remember? Did you see that video?
No, you got me on.
Oh my god, you haven't. Oh my god, you have to see it. Well,
I don't want to see it if it's a lion mauling some dude in a lion pit.
Yeah, it does.
No, I'm not interested.
This guy had somehow at the zoo it's not a kid. It's a guy being stupid at a zoo, like somewhere over like in, not India, but another country over there in the Middle East somewhere. Anyway, he was doing something like, hey, y'all watch this, like whatever a redneck version is over there. That's what this guy was.
Hold my beer.
Yeah. Hold my beer, please. You're racist. No, I'm just kidding. So
anyway, you goaded me into that, you motherfucker.
No. So anyway, and then he falls into the lion pit, right? And so, like, or it might have been, it was a tiger pit. So this guy is like,
oh my god, you shit, tiger.
Yeah, this is like the life of Pi, but real life shit. And so this guy is like sitting there against this wall, crouched down, while this tiger is just like this close.
Hello, tiger.
And the tiger's looking at him and like playing with him. And the guy is horrified. Like, somebody get me out of here. And people are just watching the film, and stuff. Look at the guy. And they're all like, just calm down, sir. We're doing the best we can, Okay. And he's like, just please hurry. And he's sitting there face to face. And this tiger's just playing with him, toying with him. Yeah. And he's like, there's a big claws, watch out there, buddy. And the cat's just like, And then gets bored with him. Then comes back, bats him around a little bit. Doesn't hurt him yet. And all of a sudden, just grabs his head in his mouth, and then just takes off with him.
Oh.
And his body just goes limp like a rag doll. He drags him off. And then you see the tiger just down there ripping him apart.
Oh my god.
Kills him.
Did they kill the tiger?
No. But that's a good point right there. All they had to do was shoot the tiger.
Why did the guy get in there anyway?
He fell in. He was being stupid. He was like, hey, guys, watch this. Watch how close I can get. Look at this selfie I can get.
This.
Yeah, it wasn't too long ago. It was like a year ago, maybe, or less than that.
I remember watching the video of that. He just falls in.
Well, yeah, well, I don't think they ever showed him fall in, but they showed him in there. No, there was a video of him
going in.
Oh, really? Maybe there's.
Is there a video of him going in?
But the best part is him just sitting down there, crouched like in horror of this tiger just toying with him, and all of a sudden just grabs him by the head.
No, I don't.
And takes him off into the back bushes.
It's a video of him like playing around the top of it, like before he goes in.
Oh, I don't know.
Like messing around,
I never
just
saw
being
anything
stupid.
like that, but.
Maybe it's a different
Maybe
tiger
it's a different
story.
story. Maybe it's a different guy that fell over in a tiger pit over in the Middle East somewhere.
Could have been. You never know. It happens every day.
Happens more often than we think, I guess. Apparently.
All right, so we're going to take a break after I became a racist there.
A racist.
When we get back, Tack is going to give us his exclusive. You hear it here first on MegaCon Orlando 2016.
And don't worry, listeners, we're going to beat Adam for his comment.
I hope you beat me. All right, we'll be right back.
Once again, for the Renegade Master, D4 Damager, power to the people. Back once again, for the Renegade Master, D4 Damager, power to the people. Back once again, for the Renegade Master, D4.
On behalf of Tack, Adam, and myself, the cast here at Living Podcariously is proud to announce we are partnering with Smoke Rings out of Merritt Square Mall in sunny Merritt Island, Florida.
That's right, Andrea. If you're looking for one of Central Florida's largest selection of oil, cigars, pipes, tobacco, and accessories for smoking and vaping, then Smoke Rings is the place to go.
Smoke Rings offers the latest products from oils to rigs. I bought my Kinger Subox from them, and it rocks.
By mentioning this ad, Smoke Rings is giving Living Podcariously listeners 10% off anything you purchase.
Also, check out smokeringsonline.com and click the e-cig link to learn some great facts about vaping.
At facebook.com/Smoke Rings Merritt Square, or give them a call at 321-453-1422.
Welcome back to Living Podcariously. So before the break, Tack, we gave a little teaser for this segment.
Yeah.
We want the Tack Van Sickle MegaCon Orlando review.
What?
We want to hear all about it. First, I guess, say what MegaCon is. Some listeners may not have any clue.
MegaCon is this thing I went to and it was cool. No, I'm just kidding.
That sounds awesome.
Doesn't it? MegaCon is Orlando's answer to any Comic-Con or a comic convention, comic book convention. Except this is a mega, meaning 1 million, I guess, conventions, which that doesn't make any sense, but that's not helping either. Okay, so it's just a convention for mostly comic book people, like artists and writers and things like that, along with a lot of franchise collectibles and cool stuff and a lot of cosplay or people dressing up as favorite characters.
That was one of the questions I definitely want to get into with you is, so a giant cult following of people who like to dress up like their favorite either comic book or comic heroes or even sci-fi in general.
Just anything. There's people dressed up as Breaking Bad. It doesn't matter. It's just whatever.
It's just to have fun cosplaying.
Yes, it's just geekdom. It's all it is, and it's amazing.
That's
awesome.
A
lot of fun. Yeah.
I've wanted to go to this. Andrea, when we first started dating, I told you that I wanted to get you dressed up.
Why didn't you guys go?
Well, she had the wedding. And Alyssa's
Saturday.
But you didn't go to that. So.
No, and Alyssa's birthday. I actually was working. I had a SharePoint deployment that I had to do Saturday.
Okay.
So I didn't have much of an excuse.
Gotcha.
But I told you when we first started dating, I wanted to take you to one of these things and dress you up and, maybe like a Jessica Rabbit or something.
I'll be your doll. You can dress me up as anything you'd like.
So what kind of costumes? So that's maybe the coolest thing to me about MegaCon and any of these Comic-Con type conventions is the costumes that you see. So yes, you're going to see, and our boy Connor, so friend of the podcast, Connor Hughes, does a lot of work for some movie companies out of Orlando. He was there and he was dressed up as Shit, I don't even remember. What was it that he was
dressed up as shit?
It's really weird.
That's an odd costume.
No, he
Star
was-
Wars, one of the new Imperial costumes. No?
No.
Did
I
you
don't know
see
what
him
he was
there?
dressed up. No, I looked for him. I couldn't find him. He was dressed up. I think it was some. It looked like to me. I didn't recognize it, but it looked like something from like Mortal Kombat or something.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I don't really know exactly what it was.
He looked pretty good though. So tell me, what are some of the things that you saw? Tell me, or did you meet any celebrities or see any celebrities? Any cool
I didn't
things?
this year. Last year when I went, I had met a few. This year I didn't see any. They did the celebrity meet and greets differently. And here's the one thing that sucks about these big conventions like that is tons of celebrities show up to these things. And you can absolutely meet them, get your picture taken. It costs money. That's one thing that sucks. It costs money.
That's how they make their living.
Right, and there's some good celebrities that are at these things. I mean, this year, it was actually John Cusack actually showed up. I'm not sure for
awesome.
what, but I just like John Cusack. He's just a badass, you know. I've been following his career like his whole life, you know, pretty much. Well, my whole life anyway. He's older than me, but
at a MegaCon, if somebody like who's the guy from Deadpool? If Ryan Reynolds shows up, he would be like the pristine star to go see, right?
probably, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. I mean, this year they even had like William Shatner. They had people from Star Trek. They had people from Christopher Lloyd was at
You
this one.
can't be serious.
You French?
That's the best I could do with William Shatner.
And one panel, they also have panels, meaning like where some of these people will go and talk, they'll speak or whatever, and then you can get in. It costs money too to go to these panels. But one thing that one I really wanted to go to, which didn't get a chance to go to, was Kevin Smith. I wanted to see Kevin Smith speak because he is like amazing. Like I love Kevin Smith. He's not just for his Jay and Silent Bob stuff, whatever, yada yada yada, whatever. But he's just a filmmaker. And what makes him so great is that super brilliant guy, super smart guy. He's like an amazing filmmaker, but like he doesn't know it. Like he still sees himself as a very amateur filmmaker. And he is all about helping out young amateur, you know, up and comers, you know, and that's what he does. He goes and speaks like about just filmmaking and to filmmakers, you know, or up and coming or want to be filmmakers. He's all about supporting those, you know, local industries and things like that. And I wanted to go and watch him speak, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't make it. So
Gotcha. So you went with one of the guests that we've had on the show in the past. You went with our friend Jordy Todd.
I went with Jordy Todd.
Plus, you went with another friend from another podcast. You went with a guy named Ron that we all know. So
I did.
The three of you guys and your son, right?
Yeah, my son just for a little while because his mother and my daughters were actually working the event, so they didn't have anybody. He couldn't stay home alone, so I went and picked him up, and then we went. And then
I can't imagine any son your son's age that would want to stay home alone when you're going to
he's
MegaCon.
He's not really into that.
Did he have a good time though?
Yeah, he
Really?
wanted to go, just like last year. Last year he wasn't feeling it either, but he had no other choice but for me to take him. And so this year, same thing. After about an hour or so, he's like, "I want to go." But
that
so
sucks.
when his mom got off work, she took him with her. You know, he did good. He did all right. He didn't have a horrible time. It just wasn't sitting at home playing Minecraft or watching YouTube.
Yeah.
You know,
Get him out of the house. So tell me,
Yeah.
what were some of the, because when I go, this is what I'm going to be focusing on taking pictures of. What were some of the
Right.
best dressed females at MegaCon?
as far as like the actual what they were wearing, some of them I don't know. There was a lot of Harley Quinns,
Yeah.
which is great.
Harley Quinn's actually not that, I mean, it's a very famous character for people to emulate, but it's not
Right.
that famous of a character in.
What does it look like?
Especially
lore, right?
with Suicide Squad coming up.
Yeah, it's not even out yet, and it's super,
What
super
does that
popular.
outfit look like?
I'll pull up a picture.
Oh,
What were your daughters dressed up as?
They were working there, so they weren't dressed up.
You don't get to dress up if you work?
No, they were wearing MegaCon t-shirts and then, you know, badges and all that. They had
Oh, well, see, at the
booths
hair
and
show,
stuff like that.
everyone dresses their hair up if they're working or not.
well, if you were like, you have your own booth, you can do whatever the hell you want.
Oh, people just walk around.
Yeah,
and
but
create
they were
stuff.
working for the event, like MegaCon.
That's Harley Quinn.
Good Lord, you have 40
I don't
pictures
see
up
an
there.
outfit at all.
You have
Well,
to,
there's a bunch.
you have to blow one up.
Yes, just
All we
one
saw was
more.
like many
Thank you.
colors on tiny screen.
I'm trying to get one that shows the full outfit. I don't know if I want to get the actress or the actual comic book.
It's basically like a schoolgirl outfit kind of a thing.
Okay, that
half shirt, plaid skirt.
So they
big
just wanted to-
pigtails.
Punk rock girl with bleach blonde hair with multicolored.
Yeah.
That just looks like underwear.
That's pretty.
Well, that's
pretty
just
close.
an example. Usually like fishnet stockings or maybe a skirt, schoolgirl
So it's like
outfit
the
kind of a thing.
easiest. It's like the easiest outfit you could possibly have.
But also, she dresses up in the comic books a little bit more, as a costume as opposed to.
Well, it's like it's the Joker's girlfriend. Who the character is.
I wouldn't want to be the Joker's girlfriend. That's stupid. He's stupid.
But
just because he's a villain.
Yes.
well, she's a villain too.
I would want something that's a way cooler outfit. Something that's not just sexy skirt, sexy pants.
I don't know.
umbrella or
That's
anything.
I'd like to see you in that. And I'm just saying.
I would come up with something way more where everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, that's like the coolest costume I've ever seen." Like something that stands
Poison
out
Ivy or
above
something?
everyone else.
Andrea has a Rainbow Bright costume.
That would work.
You could go as Rainbow Bright in that same costume.
I'll show you my costume later. A picture
Later. oh.
Giggity. You got Tack all excited. How are you going to do that to a
And I was
brother?
like how later are
my
we
sister
talking?
has my costume. She has to.
Oh, maybe she
fix
can
it.
just show it to me.
She made it. It was her first costume to make, and she didn't know how to sew at the time. So the whole thing is pretty much hot glued together.
Does she listen to the show?
No, I don't think she has.
Why?
Andrea's not a very good matchmaker, Tack.
Well, it's not so much that. It's just like we brought her up
I've
several
mentioned
times
it
on the
lots.
show.
Maybe she shouldn't.
I don't know. That's what I was hoping you'd say is like, I'm not going to let us listen to this, the stuff we've been saying,
I was going for that.
But anyway, I had a blast at MegCon. There was a lot of eye candy there. That's for sure.
Nice.
Tons of eye candy.
Did you see any 7s of 9 or any Battlestar Galactica 5s out there?
No idea
or
what. If I did, I have no idea.
7 of 9s was Star Trek Voyager. Battlestar Galactica 5 was the hot chick on Battlestar Galactica.
I didn't see too much Star Trek.
Sci-fi? Oh,
Star
yeah?
Trek specifically. Saw a little bit, but not a whole lot.
So I know it to where now to turn you on, huh?
So 7 of 9's outfit's just a onesie, a giant skin-tight onesie. So
A lot of, like,
that would do it.
A lot of comic cosplay, tons of freaking Deadpools. Just like last year, there was
I
tons
would
of
imagine,
Deadpools
yeah.
too.
And years in the past, Wolverines, and I would imagine.
Yeah, there was some really good ones that I didn't know what they were from, but they just looked awesome. So
Any Gumbies?
there was,
Really?
yeah.
And there was also, you guys took pictures next to this guy. Who's the big white guy? My Big Giant or something like that? Well, I don't know the name of the movie.
Baymax from Big Hero 6.
Big Hero 6.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
that
they had like
cartoon.
this person dressed in that costume and actually like talked and had like a screen that lit up on his chest.
Cool.
And he was like, hi, I'm baby. He was like, and how are you feeling today? And it had like all the different faces and you would kind of touch it and, and then you would like have to do that.
So where was this part that you touched on him?
Can you show me on the doll? And then he would like fist bump and he'd go,
Oh, I bet if I fist bumped him, he would say, oh.
It wasn't his fist.
I touched my penis with his penis.
Connor would love that. So were there any like exhibits set up for things like video games or anything in
Yeah, there was a VR setup you would have
nice
liked.
yes I'm such a fan of the VR.
Yeah, and there was this. I didn't get. I was going to stand in line to check it out. Line wasn't very long at all. It was only like maybe 8 people in line, but it was there all day. So.
Yeah.
But it didn't. But you could see on the screen what the other person was seeing, and you said it was like a snowboarding game kind of a thing. So,
Oh, sweet.
So it was like you put your feet like you're in a snowboard, but it was like on a. This is like just a bullshit setup. They had it like on a little trampoline, so it kind of bounced a little bit. So and they put the VR thing, and you had the railing to hold on to, and I don't know. It looked neat. So
That's cool. So to segue off of Comic-Con a little bit. So in my past, I've been completely hooked on video games. Some of them, I mean,
Right.
short of being in the desert, working out there. Yes, you've got your work. Then you go back to your little housing unit, and you really don't have a whole lot else to do. So guess what? Adam got himself into some video games pretty seriously.
Hell yeah.
There is a new video game that's coming out that I wanted to mention to you to see, even if you play anymore. I know you have a PlayStation 4, right?
Correct.
This game is not going to be available for our boy Ron, because
Right.
he only
Xbox
has
One.
an Xbox One.
Right.
Have you ever heard of No Man's Sky?
Negative.
So it's supposed to come out now early August, like August 9th or something like that. It is a open world game. You've ever played open world games before?
Like Grand Theft Auto?
Grand Theft Auto is a really good example. So you have a
Yeah.
pretty finite set of boundaries that you can play within. But
Which,
those
by the way-
boundaries,
Sorry, which, by the way, I just started playing Grand Theft Auto 5 again, because I had it on PS3, but I recently just bought it for PS4, which is a little bit better on PS4, and there's more missions and shit. But anyway.
Oh, I didn't know there was more missions. I know the graphics are way better.
Not just the graphics are better, but it's also, they've also added, there's more cars, different cars, a lot more cars. What's kind of funny is they have like a Tesla
Really?
on there, but it's called a Coil, and it's awesome. But and they also added like animals. They had like, there's random cats now, random dogs that run through the city. There's
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. So anyway, sorry to interrupt.
No, you're fine.
I started playing it again the other day, and I just freaking love that game so much.
So if you're a
Such an
sci-fi,
amazing game.
if you're a sci-fi kind of guy, if you like the sci-fi type of world,
Yeah.
I know Andrea is going to space out on this. Get what I did there? Space out.
Oh, sorry.
This game, No Man's Sky, is right up your alley. It's an open world concept. It's actually
Yeah.
an open galaxy concept.
Ooh, I like so far. Go ahead.
The creators of this game have built it so that it is a predictive algorithmic engine that creates it. So
Okay.
you buy the game, you spawn on a random planet in a random part of the galaxy. All right, this planet could be inhabited, it could not be, whatever.
Okay.
The planets that are represented in the game are literally the size to explore of walking around like planet Earth, or, depending on the size of the planet, would be equivalent. So if you started running in one direction, it would take you as long as if you were really on the planet running around the planet for
No
planet
way.
Earth. So it's actually that big, but it scales even bigger than that. So you play the game differently. You play it as an explorer, as a fighter, like a pirate. So you can go blow shit up, however you want to play it. Well, you get a little spaceship eventually, and I haven't seen all of it. It's still in, pre-release. You get a little spaceship. You can go up into the solar system for where your home planet is. Then you can go from that solar system to other solar systems. And all of those solar systems will have a myriad of planets around them, or most of them will. And the number, so they show your world and your little map that you're in. They zoom out to the solar system. They zoom out to the little section of the solar system that you're in.
Right.
And then they take you on a trip around the potential galaxy. All right. Let's put it this way.
Now, is this all a shared galaxy?
Yes, one world, one open world.
Okay.
There are so many potential landing planets, asteroids, everything that you could possibly want to navigate to in this game. If every single person that is ever going to play this game bought it and played it and learned visited one new planet an hour, it would take 100 years, and that still would have only discovered about 10% of the planets.
But
It
how
is
could that be?
phenomenally large.
Yeah, I mean, well, first of all, Grand Theft Auto, huge game.
Yeah, it's a huge map,
And
for sure.
it's just a huge map, and it takes, from when I bought it, like, to download, hours and hours just to install and upload.
Wow, that's your based on your internet speed.
Well, it is, yes,
Yeah.
but still, hours. I mean, come on now. I mean, even if it took 1 hour, that's still a huge game. But this thing, like, if you're talking about just to walk through versus code, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
and you're
so
thinking
it's-
100 years.
Well, it's not. So you have to understand how the game is built is that so every planet is predefined with what could potentially be there. All right. So there's a potential list, a pool of what could possibly be there built into the code. Well, it doesn't actually populate that information until you get to that location.
Right.
So
okay.
it generates it on the fly. I think it's predictive algorithm. I think that's what they called it. I have to look it up.
Is it always the same, though? Like, if, let's say...
Once it's there permanently, it will always be that
For
way
you.
forever. No, for everyone.
Oh, okay.
And it will
For
show who
everyone.
discovered it. So if you hit this
Oh,
planet,
I gotcha.
and then
Okay.
somebody else comes along, it'll show the planet discovered, the planet name, and you can name it, named whatever, discovered by TAC.
Okay, this makes sense now. Okay.
So then it's there forever.
It doesn't exist until it's discovered.
It exists for
It
sure.
exists in ones and zeros,
Correct.
and it doesn't physically exist until somebody discovers it.
Correct. And the what was I about to say? The other cool thing is everything you see is tangible to go to. So, for example, if you're on your planet and you see a moon that's orbiting your planet, you can literally get in your little spaceship, fucking fly out to that moon, and go explore that moon. And now you're amazing. Walking around this moon and
what is the
minerals.
name of this game? And take my money now.
Exactly. It's called No Man's Sky.
I think it sounds really cool. He was telling me about it the other night.
Right?
But he's saying cool that it's not any interest to me. I sat there and watched him play his video game for 5 hours yesterday.
Oh, Fallout
4.
Fallout 4.
And I'm sitting there like, oh, you missed this. You missed this. Caution.
And this is where the guy goes, do you want to play? Oh, no, it's okay. I just like watching you.
All right, Tech.
I was playing.
I like falling asleep to watching you play.
No, I wasn't falling asleep. I was getting all into it, wasn't I, Adam?
Yeah, no, you certainly were.
I was like hiding my eyes, like, oh my God, they're coming. And like, I was like totally into it.
If you heard about the new Star Wars Rogue One that's supposed to be out December.
I've heard about it. It's like it's like a spin-off of Star Wars.
Well, it's almost a prequel. It's between episode 3 and 4.
Okay.
So basically before the first Star Wars movie, but after anyway, you get it.
Yeah,
episode 3, episode 4, it's in between.
Andrea's never seen all of them, so I have to show them to her.
Anyway, so the Rogue One is being delayed because they got the first rough draft or the rough cut, the rough edit, and they weren't happy with a lot of the shots or even like the edit. So they're like ordering like pickups, which just means like reshoots of certain scenes.
Really?
And new edits and things like that. So I don't know if it's going to get delayed in release because we're still 6 months out. But I mean, we're just now hitting post-production and have to go back into production. So they're just like, they don't want to put out shit. So they're going back and having to do more.
Go watch some of the gameplay in there from the developers.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I can't fucking wait. Serious. So there is an objective. It's not just a go explore type of game, unless you wanted to play it that way.
That's how I would want to do it.
If you would just want to go out and explore and find new things and meet new societies and new cultures and go see dinosaurs on some planet, I mean, you can. They build that potential into all those games. The animals don't exist until you find it. It isn't like somebody's pre-programmed a certain type of animal to already exist. Right. It has a potential pool of possibilities. And then when you discover that planet, it creates them.
Random. Yeah.
Yes, it creates them at that point. So yeah, it's
very cool.
I cannot fucking wait for that to come out. So anyway, spun that a little bit towards some video gaming and sci-fi and stuff like that. But
very cool.
So next year, Andrea, are you going to go to Comic-Con with me?
Sure.
I mean, MegaCon with me?
Sure.
Yeah. Make a weekend out of it. Go get a hotel room. Stay the night Saturday night.
As long as it doesn't fall on the International Orlando Hair Show.
That's a good point. It's about the same weekend, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. The weekend last year, or last weekend, or today last year, I was at the Orlando Hair Show.
All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back, and Andrea has do you want to give a teaser for what you want to talk to us about?
Something to do with turn-offs.
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 Like turn off the lights?
Could be.
All right. I think I know where she's going with attack. All right. Well, we will be right back.
I think so too, and I think I'll be good at it.
You'll be good at turning her off?
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather be turned on.
Oh.
DJ Gil Lugo is bringing back the old school.
Sometimes I feel I've got to run away. I've got to get away from the pain you drive into the heart of me. The love we share seems to go nowhere, and I've lost my... Take on me. Take me on. I'll be gone in a day or two.
Welcome back to Living Podcariously. Before the break, we kind of teased something that Andrea was going to bring up and get mine and Tack's
It's
opinions.
always me.
So essentially, living vicariously is men's perspectives. Honest, brutal, sometimes vulgar, but it's
maybe not so much in this episode so far. But
yeah, but it is our opinions on things and our
sex,
honesty.
relationships, yada yada yada.
So I think Andrea found something pretty good that she wants to ask us. So
Yeah, I was looking up. It's a women's website, and it's so girls and women can go and find out what guys think. So I was wondering if it's actually true or not.
What's the website?
allwomentalk.com, believe.
Sounds like a question, but okay.
Ish.
probably
Okay.
published by a man.
Well, that's what I'm going to ask you guys and see.
All right.
So
Okay.
this is 17 huge turnoffs for guys that girls don't know about.
Huge turnoffs.
Turnoffs.
Yeah.
All right.
Number 1 is long fingernails. Guys like natural, short, and simple, where girls think that long is sexy.
I'm not gonna say it's a turn off, but I don't really care. I mean, I care, but I mean, like, shorter and just a little bit. Yeah, that's cool with me.
I'll be honest.
Too much is no
The
good.
fingernail industry is totally for the women. It is there to impress other women. Now, I really love a girl that has, especially how you've got yours, where it's just long enough to give me a good back scratching. That, don't get me wrong, that is fucking fantastic. But I don't care if they're, all dolled up.
I mean, some people have those long stiletto
Yeah,
nails.
I'm not
huge
looking at that.
ones,
that's not
and-
attractive to me. If your
Yeah.
nails prohibit you from doing things like, I don't know, type or
Play the
operate your
piano.
phone or any of that
Yeah.
stuff, then that's more of a turn off than
I
a
have
turn
an
on.
ex-girlfriend that had like the big long fake, and she had to use her phone like this. Like she had to. I know you can't see in a podcast.
I just
but-
wonder how they go to the bathroom.
Right.
All right, number 2.
Through their peepees.
Too perfumey. Keep it light and your guy will appreciate it.
I think that goes for anybody, though, right?
Yeah, if you have
It's
a
the
too
same
strong
for-
of a scent.
I don't know about this one, Tack.
What?
I kind of prefer
You like it strong and musty?
Well, you can't
I
breathe.
like a
No, no,
musty
no.
woman.
now must is a particular
I'm just
type of scent.
I'm joking.
I like as long as it's a good perfume that I like, I appreciate. Then yes, I want to smell it. I want it to linger. I want it to stay on you throughout the day, especially you, Tack. I want it to be there. When we first go out, and then also when we're coming home, and I'm starting to
Right.
heat things
Wait,
up
what
a
if
little
it's
bit.
your side chick, though? You probably want it light.
Oh, you don't want any
Yeah.
or glitter.
No. So, baby, I ran into a glitter bomb today.
That used to always be the telltale sign. You went to the strip club, you come home smelling like Bath and Body Works and have glitter all over you.
My buddies at work, they sent me a glitter bomb. It was crazy.
Well, I wear glitter, but I also wear Chanel. I don't know if the strippers wear Chanel.
Strippers can't afford Chanel.
Exactly. So don't come home with glitter and Chanel. I mean, that would be me.
That would be you. You would have been my stripper. Or I just got to find a really high class stripper and you're okay with it then. Knowing Andrea, she would know what glitter is hers and what glitter is not hers. I didn't get the red flaky shit.
No, I don't get the red. No, I find mine.
What
at the
is
hair shows.
what's your sister wear?
What perfume? She wears the DKNY apple something.
Just anonymously leave her
It's
a
an
bottle.
apple. It's something. It's DKNY though.
That's
it's
cool.
green apple shaped.
I like apples.
Be delicious. That's what it's called.
Be delicious.
Yes.
Tack likes being
It
delicious.
smells amazing.
Cool.
All right, number 3. Too desperate. Constantly clinging to him or seeming that you can't live without your guy is
Oh
too
my
much.
God,
What's-
yes.
Guys like a girl that is independent.
What stage of the relationship?
Either. It doesn't
Any.
matter. Any stage.
Okay. Agreed. For the most part, agreed. However,
Oh, God. We're going to get in some deep.
to some guys that are really gullible, having a girl that's really clingy makes them understand better what she really wants at the beginning of a relationship.
What?
So having a guy that's a really dodo and doesn't understand what's going on, he's still a manly man, but he just cannot take the subtle clues from a woman that she's interested. If a girl is clingy and touchy-feely and, always going out of her way to be next to him or, whatever, that is very flattering at the beginning of a relationship. But if that continues throughout the entire relationship, that does become a nuisance. Yes.
So when do I know when to stop?
Now's a good time to.
Now,
No, I'm just kidding.
Just
I
stop.
was like, damn.
I can live without you. I'm fine on my own. Don't need you.
Well, I mean, don't lie to me.
Okay, number 4. Playing dumb. You may think that it's cute to play dumb, but guys like girls that have opinions and that are smart.
Yes.
Yeah. Agreed.
Okay, number 5. Talking about your ex. If you constantly have to talk about your ex,
Didn't we
you
already
may
do
want
this
to
list?
think...
We did one like this, yeah.
If you are constantly talking about your ex. If you constantly have to talk about your ex, you might want to think about the reason why.
Yeah, agreed. You don't want to hear about it all the time. I don't really care though, as far as some of the things. If you seem obsessed, then that's pushing it too far.
Well,
Yeah,
my ex is going to mow our lawn this week, so.
That's so funny. That's amazing. That's awesome.
I think it's great.
High five. All right.
Number 6.
Do I get opinions on any of these, or is this just for Adam?
No.
You've been answering.
You gave a clap. I thought that meant you're done.
No, just about the whole mowing the lawn thing.
Oh, yeah. What do you think?
I don't remember. I don't think I could respond on the last 2.
No, you've responded to all of them so far. This is the first one we were about to move on from.
Oh, what was it again? Oh, the X thing?
Yeah.
Just in moderation. Like, you could tell stories, but not like all the time.
Yeah, obsession is too much.
Too much.
And I'm not talking about the cologne.
Oh, much too much.
Number 6, being too easy. This is not just about sex. It's about everything. Guys like to have someone that is interesting and doesn't give away all of their secrets on their first date.
Easy like Sunday morning.
Well, I'm going to disagree with on No, I don't know. No, I got you. I mean, you don't want to give everything away. I don't mean physically. I mean, like, emotionally or stories or what have you on the first date. Good Lord, I hope there's enough to last more than at least to date 3.
A buddy of mine went on a date. He met this girl on Match.com. Not anyone we know. But I was his bailout call. We were coworkers at the time, and I was his bailout call. Sure enough, he took the bailout call, and when he got home, he told me why. She, on a very first date from Match.com, she showed up with a manila envelope. And he saw it at the beginning of the date, but he wasn't too concerned about it. Well, as the date progressed and she started to really like him, she goes, okay, I'm going to show you what you're getting into with me. She pulled out pictures of her family, her kids, the whole 9 yards, all the parents and everything. And said, I really think you would make a good fit with this family. This is the first date.
What the fuck?
Wow.
Yeah, he took my bailout call. We suddenly had servers that were down that he needed to come fix.
That's too much.
Yeah. No,
that
so
is being number 7, overbearing.
Too easy is, no. There needs to be a little bit of cat and mouse.
Yeah. A little bit to the chase. Number 7 is overbearing. Overbearing. Guys can make their own decisions just like girls can. You don't have to become his mother and take care of him, or he will become resentful.
What?
Do you want a girl to become your mother and baby you and take care of you?
Hell no.
I don't know. Sometimes, yeah. I mean,
no.
Sometimes I wouldn't mind a motherly figure, look, I don't want a maid.
My
and I don't
mom's
want
not my mom never sucked my dick.
No, she sucked mine. All right. Oh. No. Yeah. Overbearing is definitely a turnoff. But look, come on, let's be honest. Every guy likes a little bit of being coddled by his girl. I mean, at least I know I do.
It depends.
For men or women, both.
What?
Diaper. Depends.
Depends.
I see what you did there.
I don't know. I guess a scenario. I'd have to hear scenarios, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, well, this is just what the website said. I'm just seeing if it's true.
Gotcha.
In number 8, entitled. This creates a lot of tension. You aren't entitled to anything in a relationship, and your boyfriend isn't either. You want to do things for each other because you love each other, not because you're entitled. So get off your high horse and treat him the same as him with the same respect that he treats you.
Absolutely.
This kind of goes back to a topic of conversation we had last week about
what's that?
Treat a guy how you would want to be treated yourself.
Guys want to be told they're pretty every once in a while too.
And guys want to have reciprocal actions in the bedroom, maybe.
Yeah.
You know what story I'm talking about now?
Oh, yeah, about your friends.
What?
The friends that I was hoping you would reach out to and get them on the podcast. The story about
that's right.
non-reciprocable
Being
partner.
entitled
Right.
to receive something.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
By the way, that story has a whole new meaning to me now.
Beyond the Call of Duty.
That person reached out to me on Facebook after hearing the episode and said,
yeah.
"Oh, by the way, that was me."
Oh, okay.
I'm like, "What the
cool.
fuck? Really?" I'm like, "Am I allowed to air that?" I don't know. Too late then.
Yes, you're not entitled. Don't be on your high horse.
No.
Yeah,
But so many girls are, man.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. When I was going through all this dating, there were girls that expected the world because they were giving me their attention. Now, don't get me wrong. I was always a gentleman and I always treated women with respect, but there's a line to be drawn somewhere. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't have any example. I can't think of anything right off the bat, but it got frustrating really quick.
I can see that.
I can tell. Yeah. Nailed it.
Number 9, rude. Guys don't like girls that are rude to everyone around them and in general have a bad attitude. Not that you have to be happy all the time. We all have bad days. But if you have if the bad ones outweigh the good ones, don't take it out on everyone.
So let me ask a question real quick.
Correct.
Read the title of this thing again. 17 habits that are turnoffs that women may not know.
17 huge turnoffs for guys that girls don't know about.
What is the audience of this book? Because being rude, you mean a woman doesn't know that she shouldn't be rude and that that's a potential turnoff to a man? What the fuck? Who's reading this book? Yes, of
That
course.
is an excellent point there.
Of
Adam.
course, you're not supposed to be rude at all
Wait a
times in a
minute.
relationship.
Wait a minute. Guys don't like rude.
Well, okay, it's more saying that
You don't
need
say.
you can have a bad attitude. You have to be happy. Not all the time, but most of the time.
Well, okay, so some girls can think that they portray that, I'm a bad bitch type of personality.
I
and
fucking hate that.
Yeah.
Huge turnoff.
That's
my
what
God.
that's what it's more of
okay,
saying.
okay,
Oh,
I'll
God.
agree with that.
Yeah, I
Yes.
can't stand that where they just talk shit about whoever. Oh my God.
Oh, I haven't
hate
got
it.
to that one yet.
Oh, there's more.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
All right, number 10.
Number 10 is not to look ugly at all times. Guys don't like that. That's a turn.
No, that's
Really?
not this number. That's a different number. Number 10, sending mixed signals.
Yeah.
And then it goes say, don't you hate it when your
When your potluck goes bad on the oven.
you must
See what I did there? Misogyny
you
rules.
must cook well for your man. If you make a bad recipe, it's a huge turn off.
We're gonna
Okay,
fuck
no.
with this article now.
I just imagine seeing some girl reading that going,
Okay,
rude, rude, weird. Who the fuck it?
okay. Number 16, sending mixed signals. Don't you hate it when you're positive a guy likes you, but then he ignores you? Men hate mixed signals as much as we do. Try not to confuse them with your actions.
So guys are kind of gullible or dumb when it comes to that. They don't know that they're sending that mixed signal. Girls are girls are very manipulative and know what they're doing. They know how to pull
Oh, yeah.
strings of guys really easy to
Oh,
get those
yeah.
emotional responses.
It doesn't take much for a guy to be like it could be something as simple as a girl going, "Hey, how are you?" And then that's it. The guy's hooked. You know, it's like, she wants me. That's it. I'm going for it. You know.
I can just be somewhere and just smile, and then all of a sudden a drink's coming across the bar to me. This is from so-and-so. I'm like,
Yeah.
I just gave the person a smile.
That's all it takes. That's it. And all of a sudden, they imagined in a bed with you that night, and maybe even potentially having kids together.
So you're not supposed to smile in public.
Nope.
if
but
you're
don't be
alone.
rude. You gotta half smile.
Have.
Yeah.
This is so confusing.
You
It's so
gotta
hard
give
to
me-
be a woman.
I know.
Andrew, give me your best stroke smile. Half smile and half non. There you go. Perfect.
Strokes.
That's the you need to smile at me like, what's the black guy's name? With
What?
Then everyone will just think I'm
Hang on.
crazy and they won't even want to talk to me.
Forrest Whitaker.
You got to give me the Forrest Whitaker smile. One eye open, one eye closed. Oh,
Number
God,
11.
that was a stretch for that joke. Sorry.
I knew where you were going.
Number 11. Playing hard to get. It's true guys like a challenge, but you shouldn't have to make him work too much harder than he has to.
Yeah. Well, I mean, why would you? Why? What's the point?
Games.
Why?
Games.
If you know you want it and you know he wants it, then
Right.
just do it. That's all.
Right.
That's what I figure.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, that I can see how that one would be questionably not a turnoff to a woman. I can see that, but it is. It's mostly always a turnoff.
Guys don't like games? What?
They're
No,
so
we
macho, though, and they like all the girls.
Yeah, there's so much.
I'm going to play a little hard to get.
There's so much machismo in this room.
There's a whole
you
song
know.
about it. Macho man.
Yeah, that's about gay guys.
Oh.
Macho
Yeah,
man.
Number 12, gossiping.
Oh my God. Enough said. No.
If
No.
he hears you talk badly about another girl, you're going to
Yes.
look bad, even if it's true.
Yes.
It will come across poorly.
Yes. Oh my God. 1 billion times yes.
Yeah. Unless you're
God.
confiding and emotionally releasing to the guy. You know, if you're the stress outlet for the guy. Other than that, gossip is
And the only
pointless.
correct response is, well, that's because she feels threatened by you.
Tack, you got this down pat, man.
That's why.
Oh my God, she was
You were
like
so much
totally
prettier.
doing this.
You're so much prettier than her. Like, she just looks like a skanky fat bitch. That's what she looks like.
That's just what you're supposed to say?
Yeah.
Yes.
Man, we should have the reverse of the 17 things that
Our turnoffs for guys.
for girls, the guys
You want
don't know
17
about.
turn on for guys?
Turn off.
I want you guys to find one that's about girls to see if it's turnoffs for girls that guys don't know about.
Oh.
You mean you can't fart in the bed? What? That doesn't
That
doesn't make any sense.
Socks? Can you wear socks to bed?
Sure. If your feet are cold.
Damn.
Number 13, being late. Guys love what we look like when we come out of the bathroom, but they loathe how long it takes us to get ready.
Who wrote this stuff, man? Of course.
Stupid. So wait, let me get this straight. I can't be rude, be late, or gossip about other bitches that I work with.
Girlfriend, he got mad at me when I took an extra 15 minutes to get ready to go.
But fuck him then.
Okay.
No, it says that you should know
you don't
how
like
long
you,
it takes you.
If you don't like you by the way you are, don't change for him.
Preach it,
Fuck
sister.
him.
It says you should know how long it takes you to get ready and base your day upon that.
Well, no shit. That's general. I mean, that's
That's called time management. Jesus Christ. They want a fucking sticker and award for being ready on time.
oh.
Yay! Hey, I can
Holy
get ready
shit.
in 5 minutes.
That's
I can
amazing.
do full,
I used to-
I can have no makeup on, my hair not done, in 5 minutes.
I caught Andrea
Most
doing.
girls I've been with are like that. I don't know
Quick.
too many that spend
No,
hours. getting
no.
ready.
I do. I caught Andrea doing this to me because I sometimes procrastinate getting ready too. I got
It
it.
takes longer than
But
any girl.
if now that is not true. I take long shits. Other than that,
I'm with you
I used
now.
to date a girl that would always show up late to shit as far as like dates or whatever.
Oh my God.
Or if we were getting ready together, I'm like, all right, we got to be there at 8. Well, it's like 8:15 and she's just now finishing her hair or something. You know what I mean? That kind of girl. So I would always schedule an hour early.
Right.
And then she started to catch on to that. So I would schedule 2 hours early to make the hour early time for us to be there on time. Yeah, it started to get really frustrating. So pretty soon it was just 3 or 4 days in advance.
We gotta be there Thursday.
You're
Yeah.
not talking about me, are you?
No, I haven't. That doesn't work. That doesn't happen with you.
I'm the one that's like, come on, let's go.
Exactly.
See, punctuality is like my biggest thing.
15 minutes early is on time.
Get there early.
You know
is on
who said
time,
that,
showing
right?
up on time is late.
I've known that my whole life.
Oh, our buddy Ron told me that when I was working for him.
Oh,
That was,
really?
yep. That was his saying to me. If you want to be on time to work, you need to be 15 minutes early.
Well, then he should approve of me as your girlfriend because I agree. Number 14, being a clone. Peer pressure is a dangerous thing that you shouldn't give into. Guys like originality. Just because everyone is wearing heels and a black dress doesn't mean you have to as well.
But it's a funeral.
He wants someone special, so don't be afraid to be yourself.
You're gonna wear a helmet and like a fucking like a garbage bag and a helmet. Like, yes, this is special.
No,
enough for you?
not a black garbage bag though. Everyone's wearing black garbage
I
bags.
have the white ones.
I'm gonna have the pink
The
one,
hefty
the scented.
cinch-
I'm gonna have a
cinch
scented
sack.
pink one.
Cinch it.
That would
Cinch
be
that.
awesome.
Being unique is important. However, don't stray from that typical expectation of beauty too far.
Like shaving my head in high school.
You know what? You need to express your individuality by shaving your head. I'm not going to like that. There is a certain look that I like, and there are lots of women that have, that cookie cutter look. So clone is maybe a bad choice of words. Showing your individuality in other ways is probably the most important thing.
Yeah.
Number 15.
Yeah,
On that
what
note.
he said.
What he said.
Number 15. Not offering to pay. He picks up the check because it's the gentlemanly thing to do. However, you should at least reach for your wallet.
I'll let you go first on that.
Don't fucking be fake on that shit. But, are you? Oh, okay. Okay, you got it. Now, don't be like the fake out one. Like, if you're gonna, like, do the fake, like, then really be ready to fucking pay. Like,
You
be
call her
no,
out on
like,
that shit.
Yeah, call it. Say, no, I got this one. You got last one, I'll get this one. You just get next time. You know, then I may even go, okay.
Tax on a date and she reaches for her wallet expecting he's actually going to pay. He's like, yeah, I like
She's
it.
like, I don't have
I'd
any
be like,
money.
sweet, high five, I'm going to piss. I'll be
Yeah.
back.
I like an independent woman. She comes to get you in the bathroom. Let's just go. What? There's a back door.
I paid. Let's go. Hurry.
Come on, I'll suck your dick. Let's go. Come on.
Go.
Tax like, I don't care what you did with the bill. Yeah, no. So on a first date, I always want to pay. No matter what. I don't care because I'm usually
course,
inviting
always
the
the
girl
first
out. And with me inviting the girl out, my expectation is to pay. And I say, out of respect, when you invite me to go somewhere, you can pay. But I'll still pick up the check anyway.
Were you trying to rhyme all that? Because you
Did it?
That sounded
You rhymed
cute,
like
didn't
everything.
it?
I'm a poet and didn't know it.
You're poet and weren't even aware.
Cute.
It sounded like Dr. Seuss's handbook on dates. That's what it sounded like.
Except he just has me pay anyway. But it sounded good on air. No, just kidding. He's a super gentleman.
It's
all
when
the
you
time.
invite me out.
No, my ex-girlfriends listen,
will
so you need
pay.
to, tell them.
Oh,
that-
I pay for everything. He has no money.
Yep, there you go.
16. Trying to change him. A man wants you to like him for who he is. Trying to change his personality or appearance
Yeah.
is going to make him feel like he's not good enough for you.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely agree with that. But again, this is another thing that,
I
it's
can't
obvious
change
there.
him or be rude. This is bullshit. I'm just going to be a lesbian.
You need to wear this shirt instead of that shirt.
I don't mind stuff like that because I don't always think I've got the best, taste in clothing.
That's what I'm saying. Go beyond the question a little, because if people really want to know, they might think, oh, I can't say anything. If we're going out to a wedding and he's wearing a t-shirt, do I say he should wear a collared shirt?
You're just trying to change me.
See, shirts and appearance and things like that are one thing.
Yeah, but saying,
Trying to
like,
change a guy's perspective on the general way that he thinks.
All women do
Or
it
even, like-
throughout your entire life.
Shaping
it
is different.
happens.
Asking him to change is another.
Shaping is different. I like the way you put that.
It is.
You're so smart. You know it's
You
that.
see,
Just get your brainwashed.
She got my dick in a shark's mouth. What was it? What was the thing we said?
Dick in a shark's
I
mouth.
don't remember what we said.
Twisting my dick.
You twisted my dick over there.
No. I'm
You got my
saying
dick in
you're
a shark's mouth?
wonderful,
You got my-
just the way
I see what you're doing, you
are.
manipulative minx.
Just being a woman.
Uh-huh.
Number 17, last one. Making him jealous. Most of us are guilty of trying to make our boyfriend's crush jealous by talking to another guy. You don't want him to think you've lost interest in him and that you'd rather be with someone else.
Why?
Why what?
Why would you do that?
To make him jealous.
Why?
So you know that he likes you, I guess? I mean, this is something like when you're
Why?
a teenager,
You don't
I think.
know. It's your boyfriend.
I see. I have a different perspective
Is
on this
he
too.
lay
Tat.
on top of you and move around all sweaty like?
Not when you're a
He
young
likes you.
teenager. You want to know more. You want to
What
know more
else?
desirable. If something's going on, you want to feel desirable. I mean, I'd say that much
Let's go
younger
back to
than
that.
like our age.
I'm going to make a flow chart. Is
I'm
he laying
talking
on
like-
top of you, sweating and moving around? Yes.
If yes,
he
go
likes
here.
you.
Yeah.
That's why it's a huge
But
turn
I
off.
want to know
Don't
if
do
he
it.
thinks I'm attractive. Is he laying on top of you, sweating, naked, and moving around?
Yes.
Then he likes
Well,
you. He
that-
thinks
that
you're
is-
He likes
attractive.
me.
He
You
thinks
like
you're
me?
attractive.
Oh, Adam, you like me?
I'm a little different in that question though, Tack, because it would take a lot for me to get jealous. In fact, I don't
Right.
know
It
if I
makes me
necessarily
want to
could.
do it so bad, though, just
You
because
should
of that.
do it. You should do
I
it.
just want to try
I don't
so
know what you
hard
should
to make
do,
him
but,
jealous.
like-
I have no idea either.
And if there was
There's
only
not really anything you could
another
do.
guy just lying around.
Yeah.
That wouldn't make me
I
jealous.
don't know. Some
I
other
know.
redhead laying around the studio.
Maybe with
I
her-
don't understand it. Listen, and I actually looked this up. You guys gave me a complex last time we talked about this because
What?
I looked up to see if there was an actual a clinical term for somebody who has the incapability of becoming jealous or having those types of issues. And I found all of this research on how to overcome jealousy and things like that. So it was the opposite direction. I couldn't find anything other than like a Yahoo Answers page on people who have no ability to be jealous over things. And it's just the only thing I saw was it was from a doctor, or at least a Yahoo Answers proclaimed doctor, that the past experiences of that person have shaped them into a take it or leave it type of situation. So if you get to a certain situation, you have to make a decision of either becoming jealous or not. To the person like me, it would be a take it or leave it. So it would hurt, of course, but if something that you did so bad that would normally make somebody else jealous, I would be okay, I'll accept it, or that was over the line and our relationship is over type of guy. So I couldn't find an actual clinical diagnosis for that mental issue that I've got. But there really isn't. I cannot think of a single thing that you could do that would make me jealous. Nothing. I can't think of it. If you cheated on me, guess what? That would hurt, but that would be the end of our relationship. I wouldn't be jealous of the other guy. I mean, it would, or of you or whatever the situation. It would hurt, of course. I'd be heartbroken, but the jealousy wouldn't enter my mind. So I cannot think of what could possibly do it.
Okay. Fine with me. That's all I have, 17.
Okay. On that note.
This is getting awkward.
It was awkward? I didn't think so.
What? That okay? What?
It didn't get awkward,
Wait,
did it?
I already know he doesn't get jealous, so I wasn't going to go into it.
So if we try to make you jealous, I guess, then your relationship would be over?
No, it would.
Now I'm getting specifically like,
no.
Can I sleep with your girlfriend? That's not what it sounds like. Well, it kind of sounds like it, but that's not what I'm not asking to have sex with your girlfriend.
No, he's telling us to have sex because he wants to watch.
Oh.
Yeah, I would want to be involved somehow.
You're not.
You guys are joking. I'm being serious.
Are you going to touch my dick with your dick?
No, you can touch my dick with your dick.
You twist my dick? Not yet, sweetie. Well, later.
No, I mean, I'm not.
Oh my God, you watch the do-over.
He thinks he gets a girlfriend. He's just like, no, my friends can share you. It's fine. I don't care.
If you and I have a prior agreement of certain things that are allowed in a relationship, if we have that established already, and if one of those things were that I was okay with you and you were okay with sleeping with another guy, irrelevant of me being there or not. So if we've already laid those ground rules and then you did that, I would be perfectly fine with it. Now, we don't have ground rules for that, so I would be upset. I wouldn't be jealous, but I would be upset with you.
And you've always been this way.
No,
absolutely not. When I was talking to my sister, she was saying that you must have been in a situation or with someone who molded you into this, because most guys are not like that.
That's a pretty interesting perspective. I would like to hear her live on the show.
Why? Yeah, me too. Why would she? I don't understand. Okay. You said that he was molded into being that.
Someone convinced his brain that
why can't he just do it himself? Why does he have to be forced
Because that's
into
not how he was.
Well,
and then with the person he was with or something, that somehow he turned into this by doing things that
all that we are as humans are a combination of learned behaviors. That's all that we are. So yes, to answer her question, I have learned this behavior on my own, but to answer your question, I could have learned it myself with my own reading, my own research, my own discoveries, whatever.
Right. Can I learn to be like that? I want to be like that.
I imagine you probably could. I'm not going to say I've always, wasn't born, I don't give a shit. No, that wasn't the case. I've had jealousy issues in the past.
I'm just not special enough. Oh, that was a joke. Total joke.
When I've had those issues in the past, I have had reactions to them, and I've taught myself to not allow those emotions to show up because it's more stressful than it's worth. Mm-hmm. Jealousy only causes issues in my head. So I just suppress those emotions, completely bury them, and never let them even surface. So,
but if you suppress the feelings, they're still in there somewhere, and sometime they're going to explode.
Could be.
Now, a question. I was just thinking while you guys were talking. You said that you would be upset and it would hurt.
Sure.
If she cheated on you.
If I was in love with her and she knows
what's the difference? Yeah, whoa.
Nice try.
No, okay, it sounded like you wanted to come back to that. No. That seemed more important than my question. What was I saying?
I don't know, something about...
Oh, you said that I wouldn't be jealous, but I would be hurt and my heart would be broken. Isn't that jealousy?
No, absolutely not.
Wait, maybe it's not jealousy?
Hey, jealousy. Jealousy.
Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy.
No, heartbreak is not jealousy.
A different noun.
Well, that's what I don't want. I don't want that
adjective.
thing.
You don't want heartbreak?
Yeah, that's.
I don't want heartbreak either,
I
Tack.
don't want that either. I don't want heartbreak either.
That sucks.
Yeah, heartbreak.
Can I learn not to do that?
Me too.
Oh yeah.
Teach us.
I don't know how to teach for that. I want to learn that too.
Teacher Adam, teach us.
Teacher, leave those kids alone.
I want that.
All right.
Oh, Professor Adam. Can we have a private session?
Only if you wear a schoolgirl outfit and pigtails.
I have some things I need you to teach me.
Sweet. I've got a ruler for you. All right, on that note, we're going to take a very short break for the audience, and then we're going to come back with the Living Podcariously Diary segment. So we will be right back.
Then do the Harlem Shake.
Peering into the inner thoughts and expressions of men. Women submit questions for Adam and Tack to get brutal, honest admissions. We call this the Diary. Diary? Really? Is that the best we could come up with?
All right, guys, we had 7 ladies write in this week.
All
So
right.
if you guys can answer them honestly, truthfully.
That's all you get out of me, baby.
Number 1 is
And
from...
you too, Andrea.
I'm baby.
Thank you.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
That's right. I'm in the corner.
We all have to be nice to
No,
Tack.
Mona.
All right, this one's from Natalie in Nebraska.
Why are you talking so seductive?
If you caught a girl masturbating in bed, what would you do?
What?
So, to me, it would depend on the situation. I know Natalie didn't necessarily give you any more information than that question. So, let's portray it. So, Tack, walking through a hotel room, you stumble open
Into a room?
you see a door open and you look in and she's taking care of herself on the bed. But what would you do in that situation?
How are you going to get in the hotel room?
Well, it's open. The door's open.
He's talking about you walking down the hallway in a hotel.
Yeah.
And then
room
one of
is
the
open?
doors wide open, and the girl's just masturbating in there on the bed. Right?
Yeah. There's scenario A.
Guy fantasies.
Exactly. So what would you do in that situation? You know, pornos start out like this, Tack.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
They do. And they go, oh, I didn't know the door was open. See something you like?
I'm thinking.
And then I'll say, yeah, kinda. Right? Oh, but real like seductive, sexy like. And then she'd be like, well, why don't you come over here? And I'll be like, okay, suppose. And
I would just lean my head in the door and say, Mom? Really
Wait.
fuck with her.
Nice job. Where's the ice machine? This way?
It's huge. It's huge.
All right, what if it was your girlfriend?
Like at home in bed?
I'd be
Yes.
like, what the fuck are you doing in this hotel room?
Awesome. I would think it was a game. Like a
Like, do I
tease.
catch her? Like, I came home from work early and I'm like,
Yes.
oh, I fucking got you.
Yes.
Yes, I win. You haven't caught me yet, and I caught you.
Would you
Yes.
really?
No, I don't know.
I would think it would be.
I'd be like, what are you doing? Hey,
No, like you totally just caught her. Like you walked in on her.
I would probably join, and assuming she's already in the mood. So
Yeah, I would join in that situation too, for sure. No
and
question.
if you were asleep in bed next to her and she was masturbating and you woke up and caught her doing it.
Well, it takes a lot for me to wake up, so you got to have a gas powered vibrator over there.
I get it. Well,
Here's a story.
No, never mind.
Here's a story. Come on.
I learned this from our very first run of the show to stop sharing depressing stories that make me look bad.
All right.
So I'm gonna keep that one to myself.
All right, we'll move on to number 2. This one's from Molly in Alabama.
Alabama, Greenbow, Alabama.
Molly,
When was the first time you had a wet dream?
I've
Ooh.
never had a wet dream.
I've had a few.
I've had sex dreams. I've never had a wet dream before.
You never came in your dreams before? Really?
No, yeah, really.
I have, but it was never from intercourse. It was in my dream. I was never actually having sex. My dream was
doing.
well, no, it was. Well, I'll explain the dreams that I've had. They're very, very memorable and repeatable. I've had these dreams several times.
Right.
It always has to do with a celebrity, some sort of fantasy celebrity of mine back in the day. Yes, I know this is corny as hell, but guess what? I loved it. It was Britney Spears. And it had to do with,
Right.
Hey, listen, I understand. I know she's a goofball now, but at one point she was a sex symbol.
Is this when she
still
shaved her
is.
head?
No.
She still is a
A
sex
bald
symbol.
head
Agreed.
turns you on.
Hey, look, this is honesty, right? Don't make fun of my honesty here.
Right.
There you
See,
go.
what we need to be approachable, don't we? Okay. We're letting Adam share his fantasies.
Yes, Dr. Tack. I'm
And we
very
want him to
sorry.
feel safe and comfortable in sharing his fantasies,
I'm very sorry.
no matter how stupid they are. No, I'm just kidding.
Adam, share your sexual fantasy with me about Britney Spears.
It was very simple. And the celebrity in this position has changed several times, but it had to do with it was like I don't even know how to describe it, like a warehouse, think sepia filter. All right. That's the color. So it was very like yellow and oranges and darks and stuff. And the sun was shining through, and it was a shower area, like a gym shower, but they were these like, I don't even know how to describe it.
Oh, your
My wet dream.
That's right.
And every time the celebrity, and its celebrity changed, I would walk up and see the silhouette of the celebrity showering nude, and then somehow her hand ended up on my dick. And as soon as that touch happened, boom, I woke up and I was done. All it took was that little touch. But in my head, that was just a gorgeous image. That silhouette showering with the sunlight in the background. It's just beautiful. And I don't know how it happened to hand on my dick, but that's what happened. And that was all it took. It was really weird, but that's what it did. So.
I'm sure in actuality you were jacking yourself.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I have no doubt.
Yeah.
Okay, I just hope I don't have to clean those sheets. Number 3 is from Candy in Orlando.
Ooh, I went to school with a Candy.
Did you? Maybe you know her.
Maybe. She was single last time I heard.
If you had to have a sex change, what part of your body would you want to enhance more than anything?
That's not a sexual
My
question.
IQ?
We learned on the Twisted 10 that we can't do that.
So if I had to become a woman, the first thing that I would want to have done, is that the question?
No, what part of your body would you want to enhance more than anything?
Huh.
Boobs. I mean, I would want nice big jugs to play with.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I can't put myself in the mindset of a transgender person. So they would want things maybe to aesthetically please the appearance of themselves. So if I would have to say that, I would probably say my belly. I would want, that puppy taken down so I look more aesthetically pleasing as a woman. However, I'm a guy and I like boobs, and
You want some boobs?
I would want some boobs.
I'm a guy and I like boobs. What can I say?
The bears.
Jack, what do you like?
I don't know. That's a weird question.
It's your friend.
I was trying to what?
It's your friend, so.
Was Candy formerly a guy?
Oh, Candy. Right. Sounds like a fake transy name. I don't know.
Maybe it
It
is.
sounds like a stripper name.
God, how Target of you.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I was trying to really think profoundly about this, but I couldn't think of anything.
I've seen what dicks turned into vaginas look like.
So I would want the
Ugh.
extra enhancement, I guess, on the. Can you work on the vagina a little longer than normally would?
Sure.
I want that shit to look.
I need to-
You want it to
top-notch.
be like the best.
I want a top shelf fucking shit.
I want a Picasso down there,
Nice.
not a Van Gogh.
I don't want a snagglepuss. I want everything tucked in and look nice and tight and
You want to look
Good.
You can
Nice.
actually see that surgery on YouTube.
get right out of town.
Yeah, you can watch the penis being inverted into a vagina. It is tack.
I've seen
It is
Is it a
so
drawings.
horror
bad.
movie?
I've seen drawings.
It's like the
of
worst
it.
horror movie for you.
It is so bad. It is. Listen, I understand that people want to do that. I got it. I respect their desire to do it. That is the scariest surgery. Just because what pain is going on down there. I don't even want to talk about it.
They're mutilating part
Yeah.
of you.
They're literally filleting a penis.
Okay.
I'm not even kidding.
I'm uncomfortable.
All right, let me give you a better question.
Okay.
All right. This one's from Sandra in Merritt Island.
Sandy D.
Sandy.
What part of a girl's body do tattoos look best? Do, 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 do.
Okay.
You go ahead.
Did you have an answer?
I got 2. I'm still trying to decide which one.
Right. Okay, well, I'm a tattoo guy. I love tattoos. I have tattoos myself, tons. I have no idea how many I have. I don't care.
So you want your girl to have no tattoos then?
Yeah, none. I want to hold all the... No. Of course, yeah, no, I like... Now, it doesn't work on everybody, but I like chicks with, like, sleeved out arms. It just fucking looks hot. You know, I like that look. He's like, not every chick can pull it off, though. You know, it's like a lot of girls... Like, I knew this one girl around this area, actually. Beautiful girl. Oh, my God. Gorgeous, long, dark hair. Just looked like a model. Beautiful. And one arm was just completely sleeved out. She was so sexy. Like, oh, my God. Killed me. And she was like dating a buddy of mine, but they're not together anymore. Haven't been for a few years.
She's
love to find her somewhere, but
He stalked
So if
her.
you're out
I
there,
stalked her.
dark-haired sleeve
I don't
tattoo,
even remember her name or anything. But
Her name was Sandy.
Sandra from Merritt Island.
Mine's easy. Mine is easy to to identify. So I'll give you the second one. Is
Stramp.
God damn, you can't say that.
Stamp.
No, the second one, which is not my number one, is just below the bikini line on the front, like below the belly button area, down that area below the bikini line, and something small, nothing gaudy, nothing outrageous, but it doesn't hold weight to right on the hip bone, something cutesy or small or individualized. So. Not words. I fucking hate seeing words on people.
Yeah, I agree.
Or sentences or something. I don't like that. Unless it's a memorial. I get it if it's a memorial for somebody. I got that. Okay? I get it. But I do not like seeing
their own name.
Respect or
Their own
Chinese
name
symbols or something. Yeah.
So how is no tattoos?
Well, that wasn't the question.
Is that okay too?
I do prefer a girl with no tattoos, yes. But that wasn't the question.
And Tack prefers them all tattooed up.
Yeah, my ex-girlfriend was sleeved out, and I've dated a couple girls that had sleeves.
All right.
Most all of my girls that I've dated have clothes, and most of them have sleeves too.
And pants.
It's very hard to find anyone without a tattoo nowadays. Almost
You're right.
every single person.
My dad
does.
absolutely loves her because she has no tattoos, and she doesn't do social media much at all.
You must hate me then.
But you're not dating his son.
He doesn't judge you, Tack. Don't worry. He just judges the girls I've brought over to meet.
Okay.
All right, let's see here. This is from Mary in Orlando. Have you ever eavesdropped on a girlfriend or peeked at her without her noticing?
The fuck?
Yes, there's no question.
So
about that.
stalking? Is that what you're-
No, on a girlfriend.
Oh, a girlfriend. Eavesdropped on a girlfriend?
Yes.
Like how? Like if she's on the phone with like her mom or something?
Yeah.
Or her friend? You're just
Or
like,
maybe she specifically takes a call and goes outside to avoid having that open conversation in front of her, recently new boyfriend.
is that
Yes.
shady?
There's a good example of me ever being jealous. There you go.
Yeah?
Yeah, I eavesdrop on a conversation that my one of my ex-girlfriends from years and years and years ago was having, and she took the phone call and she went outside. Well, she didn't realize, but it was very easy to hear just outside. If I was standing outside that glass sliding door right there, having a conversation at regular tone of voice, you could understand me if you were standing beside the glass. Mm-hmm. That's eavesdropping, though. And I did it, and I wasn't very happy about it, but I did it. So, yes.
I don't like talking on the phone in front of anybody. So, like, if I had a phone call right now, I'd probably either wouldn't answer it, or I would step outside or something like that.
I would
And then
eavesdrop
we
on
would
you.
all be out. We'd be here like
Well, I go out the front.
with cups on our ears.
Yeah,
We'd be out there too.
Because I know you want to hear her talk to my buddy. You're like, what's he talking about?
Exactly.
But I used to do it with a girl I was dating, and I told her, like, look, I'm not being shady. I'm not hiding it. I just don't like talking on the phone in front of other people. It doesn't matter who it is. I don't care. I just don't like doing it. I'm uncomfortable with it. And then, and I think that she was, so I think it bothered her. So I think it's the point where I just never answer the phone. If I was with her, I'd be like, oh, it's just my friend Jimmy. I'll just call him back later,
Okay. Let's see here. We've got Stephanie from Cocoa Beach.
Cocoa Beach in the house.
Right?
Why do we go ghetto there? I don't know. We'll never do that again.
Let's get weird. Go ahead.
What turns you on faster? Phone sex or sexting?
Sexting. No question. I want pictures.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tack got Mexican all of a sudden. Yeah, man.
Oh, for sure, man.
I do like the sexting pictures, man. Show me your nipples. I want to see your nipples.
Wait, let's see if that works.
I don't want you to describe them.
I'm going to try this out right now. All right, so sexting?
Yeah, definitely. Well, that's unequivocal.
Indeed. Indubitably.
All right, then the last question is from Amelia.
Earhart?
From Georgia. She wants to know, if you had a pair of X-ray glasses, what part of a girl's body would you look at first?
Pussy, right away. Bam. Right to the goods. No question. Again.
Yeah.
Straight down. I mean, you might see on the way down a glance of the boobs, but you're going for the goods.
Yeah. What are you looking for?
Just to see it.
No penis.
Good answer, Ted.
Just to see it. I mean, that's a guy is very, very visual.
Yeah.
And seeing that would be
What are
nice.
you hoping to see?
The vagina. What the fuck?
I mean, like,
what is confusing here?
Labia majora, labia minora, if possible. I mean,
The hood. I don't know.
I mean, like,
I don't know the parts
hair,
of the...
no hair, like
a sign down there?
Sure.
beef curtains, you know.
No. Well, beef curtains, no.
Well, we're hoping it's not going to be Snagglepuss, but can't.
That's all the questions I have for the guy.
That's an awesome
I'm
segment.
done.
Thank you. That was really good. Should we wrap up this week?
Let's wrap
I'll
it.
see you later.
Wrap it before we tap
Are
it.
we talking about rap? Yeah, you know what I was saying.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening.
You're welcome.
Facebook.com/livingpodcariously. Very good. Check us out on Twitter @Podcarious. Tack is managing that account for us.
I am the manager of that account.
If you want to
It's a big
submit
job.
emails to the show,
That's right.
send it to show@livingpodcariously. Hey, and by the way,
Yeah.
next Thursday, if you're really interested in a cool show, we have special guest Joe Pardo that's going to be doing an episode of The Twisted 10. That's our other podcast that Tack and I host. And let me just say, that was a lot of fun. He was our first long distance guest host on Living Podcariously, and on Twisted 10, and I thought it went great.
Indeed.
So hope to have more of those in the future. And I really we did video inside here in the studio. So hopefully we can do some more of those. But
Hell yeah.
that's all I got. Tack, do you have anything you want to plug?
Let's see. Your mom's already taken. All right. Well, I don't really have anything else I can think of. I'm all set. Andrea, what do you got?
I'm good.
All right. Well, then on behalf of Adam, Tack.
Why do you always say goodbye on behalf of me? What if I don't? What if I want to say my own goodbye?
Okay, you can say your own goodbye.
No.
All right. So thank you for listening this week. My name is Adam.
My name is Tack, and I'm saying goodbye. Whoa. And I'm speaking on behalf of Andrea. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, say goodbye for me.
No, go ahead.
And this is Andrea Joy. Have a great night.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Bye.